Hello students, today we will study the chapter The Criminal Justice System in India. So first is, what is the meaning of criminal justice? Criminal justice is the court for criminal to fight for a trial. This system ensures the law and order in the country. Criminal justice system in India is founded on the idea that the rights of every single citizen of the country needs to be protected. The criminal justice system in India is based on the principle that no person can be declared guilty of having committed any offense or a crime until he or she has been proven guilty in a court of law after a fair trial. After an offense has been committed, such as in the case of a theft, numerous people become involved in the process of ensuring that the person who has committed the offense is punished according to the law of the land. Then a fair trial is held in a court in front of a judge, who then takes a decision about whether the person accused is guilty or not. Now let's read further about this whole process and the roles played by the police involved in it. The role of a police to prevent crime, solve criminal cases, and maintain law and order in the country. The first main function is to prevent crime. When a crime takes place, the matter has to be reported immediately to the police station in charge of the area in which the crime has been committed. Once a crime is reported, the police begins to investigate it. Now next is role of police in investigation. Collecting facts, arrest of the suspected offender, collection of evidences and investigation acts. After an FIR has been filed, the police can start an investigation on the charges listed in the FIR. To investigate a case, the police has to search and inspect the spot where the crime took place to find out the facts and circumstances of the case, record the statements of the witnesses if any, then collect and analyze evidence if any are found, then arrest the person suspected of having committed the offense. Based on their investigation, if the police finds that there is enough evidence to prove the guilt of the person accused of having committed the crime, they can file a charge sheet and take the case to the trial, where a judge holds the final authority of deciding the outcome of the case. What is the meaning of a charge sheet? Charge sheet means a record of charges made against someone accused of a crime. The next is how to file an FIR. When a wrong has been committed and the aggrieved person or any other person wants to file FIR, it shall be followed in a proper manner. First is go to the police station, meet the officer in charge, step by step explain, narrate to the officer every information relating to the commission of the offense. Then officer will reduce the information in writing. Then information given shall be signed by the person giving it. Then information given shall be entered into the book to be kept by the officer, and then the copy of the information as recorded shall be given free of cost to the informant. This is the way how the FIR is filed. Now next is trial. After a charge sheet has been filed by the police, the case is presented before a judge in a court of law. The people involved in the trial means the formal examination of evidence in a court by a judge to decide if somebody accused of a crime is guilty or not. So the people involved in the trial include the judge, a defense lawyer who defends the person accused of the crime, and a public prosecutor who represents the victim in the trial. So first is the role of the public prosecutor. In the criminal justice system, it is believed that a crime committed by an individual or by a group of individuals is a crime against the society and not just the victim. Also, a person accused of having committed a crime is considered innocent until proven guilty. So, first is it is the responsibility of the state to prosecute the accused on behalf of the society. Prosecute means to officially charge somebody with a crime in court. So, it is a responsibility of the state to prosecute the accused on behalf of the society. This role is performed by the public prosecutor on behalf of the state. Public prosecutor means who represents the victim in the trial. So this role is performed by the public prosecutor on behalf of the state. It is the responsibility of the public prosecutor to act impartial while attempting to prove the guilt of the accused. Responsibility of the state to persecute the accused on behalf of the society. Performed on behalf of the state. So, this is done by the public prosecutor by presenting before the court all the facts, evidence, and witnesses that have been gathered by the police during the course of the investigation of the crime. Now, next is role of the defense lawyer. It is the right of the person accused of having committed the crime to be defended in a court by a lawyer of his or her own choice. Defense lawyer means who defends the person accused of the crime. So, in a case a person is unable to afford a lawyer on his or her own, it is the duty of the state to appoint a lawyer. Then defense lawyer represents the accused in court during the trial. It is the responsibility of the defense lawyer to prove the innocence of the accused. So the lawyer is appointed on his behalf to fight the case from the side of the accused. Next is role of judge. The judge who presides over a trial has the responsibility of making sure that the trial is impartial and fair. He or she listens to all the facts, evidence, and witnesses presented by the public prosecutor and defense lawyer and then decides whether the accused is guilty or innocent. The next is if the person is found guilty of having committed the crime, it is the judge who decides the nature of punishment that is to be given to the accused on the basis of the law of the land. So, all the people involved in the trial, from the police, the public prosecutor, to the defense lawyer, and the judge, have the responsibility of ensuring that the trial is a fair process. Fair trial. For a trial to be fair, numerous conditions have to be met. Some of these are the trial must begin with the presumption that the accused is innocent. This is the first condition. Second is trial must take place before a judge who is competent, independent, or impartial. The trial should be held in an open court with the accused and his or her lawyer present at all times for the proceedings. The responsibility of producing evidence which proves the guilt of the accused is placed on the prosecution. So both the public prosecutor and defense lawyer have to be given the chance to present and cross examine witnesses. Cross examine means to question somebody's claim carefully and in a lot of detail, especially in court.